think I've done it with about 10 districts, so it'd be less confusing. We've kept District 6 fairly looking like it currently does. We've had to add some of this population here into the village and up here in Pomfret, but other than that, it's pretty much the same as it is now. We wanted to keep Portland whole, so we did that, but in order to get enough population to go with, we took this portion of Chautauqua and added to it. We've taken this portion up here of Pomfret and added to it, and all of Westfield except for the village. This is the village of Westfield and a little bit of the town of Westfield, and that's got to be there because you can't have gaps in districts. So there's got to be some area to connect the village of Westfield. That made this an entire Lake Erie district, and this area here covers the rest of Lake Erie. So we've only, other than into the city of Dunkirk and up there through that area, there's only 2 representatives covering Lake Erie. We tried to keep this district all centralized as much as we can, so that's why we did what we did here. And by doing that, we did not split Sherman or North Harmony. We did not split Mina. We didn't split French Creek, or French Creek's there. What's this? Ripley. We didn't split Ripley, and we didn't split Mina. By coming down here the way we did, we didn't split French Creek, Clymer, or Harmony. We get to Boston, as I said before, I don't like it this way, but that's where the people live. But we were able to reduce it from 4 splits to 3 splits. Going across the lake, we've taken a small portion of the town of Chautauqua, the entire village of Mayville, and all the town of Ellery to make an East Lake district. District 10, we've kept almost the same as it currently is. The dividing line is the town of Ellicott down Route 60. It currently crosses over into Celeron. I believe the current District 10 takes in a good portion of Bustye, and it does. We've managed to remove Bustye from District 10 and to make District 10 all of West Ellicott, Celeron, a little bit of the western portion of Jamestown, and the western portion of Ellicott. Moving up this way here, we were able to just add the town of Shalat to the current District 9, and it made exactly, I think we came within 3 people, 7,100, didn't we? It's amazing how it came out. And by doing that, previously Sinclairville was in 1 district, half of Sinclairville is unique in that it's in 2 towns. It's half in Charlotte, half in Gary. Sinclairville is now in the same legislative district. It's not split into 2 districts. We were able to keep Gary and Charlotte whole. We kept Cherry Creek whole, Ellington whole, Poland whole. We did have to divide Carroll. Some of Carroll went with District 7, and some of Carroll is now joined completely with Kindtone, which we were able to keep whole, moving into part of Bustye and on into Lakewood. I hate that too, but I can't figure any other way to do it. When you look at the big map, it doesn't look quite as bad as it does when you look at the small map. Now, we tried to, I talked to Mr. Nazaro the other day, and one concern I heard from the audience was his district contains all this portion of the town of Ellicott over here, as well as part of the city. And he said, gee, it would be really nice not to have Jamestown districts have, part of the town of Ellicott. So the first thing I asked Dave, I says, can you place this, maybe into District 9? And so we tried. It put us 600 people over. We tried putting it over here. It put us 600 people over. So We tried, but it didn't work. But we were able to move Mr. Nazaro out of the town of Ellicott so that his district anyways, where you'll, assuming you're going to continue to represent, is completely within the city. And something looks funny. Oh, okay. So the current, what we call District 13 would be currently District 16 for the most part. Goes along the southern half of the city of Jamestown. District 12, the new District 12, is more or less a old District 13, part of 12, part of, I mean, we really didn't combine anything because there were 6 districts and we moved it down into 4. But that's pretty much the east side of Jamestown. Just the old new District 11, which I think the old district was also called 11, wasn't it? Is pretty much the northwest portion. As you're coming in Jamestown, North Main Street, Flavanna Avenue, into that area. This district is pretty much as it existed before, except we've had to expand it out. The way it's currently set up, Legislator Nazaro is the sitting legislator. He is alone in District 16. District, I mean 13, I'm sorry, the new District 13. The new District 14, sitting legislators Stutzman and Kinberg both reside in that district. New District 11, sitting legislators Cornell and James live in that district. And the new District 12 resides sitting legislator DeJoy. We're welcome to suggestions if you thinking you want to do something different, but the bottom line is there's 6 sitting legislators in the city of Jamestown. 2 of somebody has to face an election against 2 of somebody else, whoever those 2 would happen to be. So that's how it worked out. And I think that's all of them. That was our rhyme or reason for doing that. We were able to keep 21 towns completely whole. And we did make some districts in a way that I would like to see differently, but unfortunately the population of the county does not allow them to be changed much in any way other than what they are there. If you're going to have a 19 district, and the reason we're presenting a district of 19, we've heard a lot about downsizing. Most of the people that are calling for downsizing live in the populated areas. We're talking Jamestown, Dunkirk, Fredonia, along the Lake Erie shore. The legislators that are in the rural districts, such as mine, through Ellington, Poland, down through the southern tier, out in the western part of the county, the rural districts, our constituents out there are telling us they do not want to see downsizing. So as a Republican caucus, we've decided that compromise is in order. We feel that those people who don't want downsizing and those that do want downsizing should come together on an agreement, on a plan, on a number. We felt that the number 19 is more than halfway between no downsizing at all and downsizing to the number of 15 or 17, which has been thrown out there. And that is a number that, for the most part, the Republican caucus has came together and decided that they could agree on as a more than halfway compromise. So, I don't know, any questions from you guys?
Well,